Coming up next is DC News number 125. We go to the different corners of the DC Universe, but not the DC Universe. We're going to reveal the secret of Trillium. What is it? We'll let you know. Also, where is Spoiler at in the New 52? We are going to tell you where she's at. There's going to be a crossover coming up in the Vertigo universe between Fables and Unwritten, although it's an unofficial crossover. And we're going to wrap it all up with Dollar Bill. All that and more coming right up.
Alternate Reality now opens at 10:30 instead of 11 on Sundays. There's like half an hour sleep over this, and so you guys better show up. Notice how the networks don't tell you about DC Comics. Making better Americans, here's Comic Book Man and Bo.
DC Comic Book News, episode 125. Irrelevant.
Oh, are we running?
Is the camera on?
I didn't know that you turned it on.
Is it on?
I'm sitting here reading the news.
I know. I was waiting for you to prepare yourselves.
Well, in that case, hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
DC News.
DC News. The DC News is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality are all my new comics, especially on my DC Comics that you can't peg into Batman or the DC Universe or any of the traditional DC venues.
Or characters that are in limbo right now.
Slightly
They're
skewed.
all 15% off every day for everyone. Bo!
Totally twisted.
Sweet Tooth is wrapped up.
No, not yet.
Well, it's getting
December.
there. It's getting there.
It's
It's
ending
getting
in
there.
December.
It's just about.
Yeah, this is November.
By the
so
time
got
you
a
see
couple
this, it'll probably either be dead or be ready to be shoveled
My
into the
dentist
ground.
will be crushed.
It'll be
What will writer Jeff
Lemire.
Lemire, what will writer Jeff Lemire be doing next?
He has a 10-issue Vertigo limited series called Trillium coming.
Trillium?
Yes.
Wasn't that some sort of like metal on Star Trek or
Vibranium?
something?
I think it was Trillium. Was there Trillium mines in Star Trek? Wasn't that where the Horta was? Hanging out where the Horta was?
No, I don't know. I thought that was the lithium crystals.
Oh,
It might not have been. I don't
no,
know.
not
Those
the
are little
lithium.
dots they put on paper that you eat.
Oh, those are damn tasty.
Trilliums.
But
Anyway.
Trillium is going to combine science fiction with romance because it's going to have a romance between characters based in two completely opposite time zones. You could have a
Two
woman.
time zones, Eastern and Western,
Well,
Mountain and
time
Central.
zones. It'll be weird. Time periods too. Well, time zones and time
Goes on
periods.
as time period.
Because the man in this romance will be in 1921. He'll be based in 1921.
Yeah.
And the woman's based in the year 3797.
Sex is going to be a real bitch.
So
Sex is going to be a bitch.
somehow the two of them are going to fall in love, even though
Yeah.
they're completely different eras.
Lots of luck over
And
that.
I don't know how they're going to get together, but I don't know. But that's and we're assuming Lemire may be drawing this as well. Now, I picked up the first couple issues of Sweet Tooth, and I just didn't care for it.
You going to give this a try?
I'll give the first issue a try.
Okay.
But if he's going to draw it,
Well, I don't think.
he's an okay artist, but he wasn't someone I would go
I
out of
don't
my
even
way.
know if I qualify as okay, but
Okay, we'll see.
he
Yeah,
gets the job.
He's okay.
He's an acquired.
functional.
It's an acquired.
He's a functional artist.
Barely.
Meanwhile, Watchmen, before Watchmen, has got another miniseries. This is an ongoing, is it?
This is a one shot. This
Okay,
is a
one
one
shot.
shot.
Before Watchmen has announced a brand new one shot that's coming your way. Now, as we tape this, the Mullock 2-issue miniseries is getting ready to ship this coming Wednesday.
Yeah, issue 1 shipping this month and issue 2 shipping next month.
Right. Well, it's 2-issue miniseries,
Yeah, it's 2-issue
monthly.
miniseries.
Okay, but they've added yet another one issue addition to Before Watchmen.
Apparently DC's going to make sure we want this because they're going to keep offering extra parts of this story, which we assumed was going to be finite. A dollar bill watch shot. You remember Dollar Bill?
Dollar Bill what?
Remember Dollar Bill?
Dollar Bill what?
It's a one shot.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's going to be called Watchmen Dollar Bill. You remember Dollar Bill?
Yes, I
character?
remember Dollar Bill.
Okay, explain it to people because I completely forgot about the existence of the character.
Well, there's nothing much to explain. I mean, he's one of the characters from the original Minutemen, who I forget if he gets killed or if he winds up in the mental institution or what it is. But he's one of the people that a sad, horrible thing happens to him.
Well, apparently this only took one issue to do it because this is only a
Well,
one issue thing.
Does he give bad guys dollars? Is that what he does?
He could be. He pays off people. Says, well, there wasn't a deal. Was he was a vigilante, but he was actually not beating them up. He was actually paying them or something. It was something weird about it. I don't know. But Len Wein's picking up a more check on this thing because he's getting that Watchmen money anyway.
Yeah.
And Steve Rude's actually back working for DC
Good.
offhand, so he's gonna be drawing this one shot. And we assume that they won't add any more to this thing because, my God, this thing should be over by now. It's just dying.
It's not dying.
It's dying.
It's not dying.
Is it selling?
It's selling okay. The sales are solid on it. Sales are solid on it. They're not what they were on the first issue, but show me a series that sales are as high in the second and third issue that they are in the first issue.
Didn't they miss a
Sales
ship?
are okay.
Didn't they miss a ship? date this week?
They've blown 2 ship dates so far. Part 1 because of the comedian number 3. There's something wrong with it. That it's late, and I'm not sure what the other one is, but there's another one.
Something was
that's late.
supposed to ship this
But they're
week.
going to ship 2. They're going to ship 2 of them in a couple of weeks from now.
Oh, okay. Well, I know one.
They're going to double up 1 week.
One Joe Kubert was inking and he couldn't ink it because Joe Kubert passed on. So.
Well, my
But Bill-
God,
but Bill
that's
Sinclair-
no excuse.
That's not his in contract.
But Bill Sinkevich's filled in and he's actually.
Oh,
inking
well,
these.
Okay. Meanwhile, over in the Vertigo universe is going to be a crossover.
better
Well,
not be.
kind of a cross.
Well, sort of, kind of.
Sort of a maybe kind of crossover. Fables, which I do read, and Unwritten, which I stopped after the first couple of issues. They're going to have some kind of crossover which they have characters from the Unwritten universe amazingly find themselves into the Fables universe.
Ooh, a
amazed.
crossover.
Well, it's an unofficial crossover because it's going to be like a 2-issue thing.
Yeah.
What's will be cute about this is that the art on these 2 issues will be drawn by both Mark Buckingham,
Yeah.
who's working on Fables, and Peter Gross, who draws the Unwritten.
Okay.
And Mike Carey's writing it. Bill Willingham has nothing to do with the writing for this thing.
Oh,
We're-
This
are
is
they
semi-cross.
working from the same storyboard? Or
They could be.
He's elbowing him out of
They
it?
could be. They're hanging out. Although Peter Gross, they might be working on the same studio. It's possible.
You got
Okay.
chocolate in my peanut butter.
I could.
And for those of you who are out there wondering about Stephanie Brown, who is Stephanie Brown?
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Keeps me up at night.
Dan DiDio, the president of DC Comics, says
She's not toxic. We are not actively avoiding introducing her to the Batman universe. We just haven't found the right time to introduce her. Now I know DC announced this Little Heroes, there's some little DC character digital project this week, and Stephanie Brown's character, spoiler, was supposed to be in it, and then magically a day later, she wasn't anymore. So
they must have found something better. To
they've,
put her in.
but they're waiting. So you get Stephanie Brown, Wally West, Donna Troy. No, Donna Troy's around, isn't she?
Not yet. She hasn't popped up,
But
unless she's popped up and they haven't named her.
Well, but these are all characters that that people who are waiting for the new 52 are going, well, where are they? And they're not there yet. And Stephanie
Well,
Brown-
there are a handful of characters that are suspicious by their absence.
yes, it's like,
Why? And they're also characters that are problematical. Wally West, he's either Kid Flash or the Flash, but they're trying to get away from all the Kid Flash confusion. So
Yeah,
if
and
you bring Wally in, that sort of muddies that up. And Donna Troy's just been a headache
it's a
ever since
continuity
the day they
issue,
first
yeah,
introduced her.
crazes. And Stephanie Brown, is-
Even though there are people out there that really like Donna Troy.
yeah, but Stephanie Brown's like, okay, how many other Batman? You got Nightwing, you got Robin. You already retro the fact that Tim Drake was never Robin.
Yeah, wow.
So
Okay, that's it. We're done. We'll finish her out of here. We got no more DC news. Go to the store's website.
wait a minute,
check-
hold it. Has DC been bought by Disney yet?
Not yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
just wondering.
Not yet.
Next week for
Go to the store's
2020.
website. Check out all his news. Till next time, this is Comic Book Man. Bo.
And this is Bo.
Bo.
Yes, yes.
We gotta do the
Tell
website
them where the website is.
Disney just bought it. Sorry.
Nice, cha-ching.
Am I gonna have to hold your hand forever? www.myalternatereality.com.
So, as I was saying, go to the store's website. Check out all his news. Till next time, this is Comic Book Man.
This is now property of Disney Bo. Disney Bo is my new name.
Bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.